Let's pretend Lithobolia is the coronavirus and kill it. Yay!
Yay! There we go.
All right. Sounds good to me. So, last we left off, you guys had just gotten into your second round of combat with Lithobolia and the creatures coming from the portal, while in the other room, Charles, Genevieve, and maybe Lafayette is helping, who knows, are trying to unlock the secrets of the puzzle in the center of the room and the doors, while Lafayette puts up his magic circle to try and contain the spread of Lithobolia's influence. So, one of the major things that has happened, Lithobolia has started to turn sections of the floor into lava. Xavier is currently standing in one, and Trevor just escaped one. Luckily, Xavier, you did not catch fire, but you are very prone to that type of damage. So we will get to that in a minute. In the initiative order, we are on Safkeen. Lindell just took her turn, and I believe you, Xavier, hexed Lithobolia, and Lindell, you put up some kind of spell. That's that little 3-leaf dealy.
Yeah, I've got. So there's 5 Lindells in this room.
Yes.
There's one lone Lindell on the far wall here,
Right.
Which is my channel divinity invoke duplicity, and then around Lindell, she has a full complement of 3 other Sailor Scout Lindells, which each have color coordinating slightly different outfits. So like where she has like green trim, one has like red trim and purple trim and blue trim, and they all like follow her in sync, and it's super awesome.
So in addition to there being 4 other
5
Lindells?
Lindells.
In addition to there being 5 other
plus
Lindells.
3 plus 1.
There's also a spiritual weapon, a giant snake, and a little bitty spider on the original Lindell shoulder.
Yay!
Well, I guess there's 4 spiders because he would be part of the illusions. So.
All right, there you go. So each Lindell with its own little Kumo. So basically, Lindell gets lots of turns. But it's not. So one other thing to mention of note that Xavier is carrying currently the Lantern of Revealing, and it is lit. It is casting a kind of greenish glow on most of the cavern and moves with Xavier at the moment. Xavier is also facing off against a tiny little abyssal creature. You guys don't know what it is, but it has little wings and a tail and claws, and it's creepy looking and mischievous. And they keep spawning out of the portal whenever Lithobolia growls on its turn. Lithobolia has currently disappeared, is invisible, although its last known whereabouts were, I believe, right here on the ground, on the opposite side of the cavern. Safkeen has started making her way up on some of the outcroppings of rocks, acrobatically jumping from one to the next. Krampus is circling around the ceiling, looking for an opening. And what else? I don't think you has any active spells.
Yeah, not yet.
Xavier's just Hex, and Lindell is is it Duplicity? Not Duplicity.
Duplicate and mirror.
Duplicate and mirror. Okay. All right.
Exactly.
All of you would know that at any moment, giant boulders could fly out of nowhere and hit you. You also know that Lithobolia's gaze has a charming effect. I think you guys all knew those things about Lithobolia.
Such a charmer.
Otherwise, you are trying to work at your plan and get the pieces to fit together so that you can achieve your goal. So Safkeen, now standing perched on the second level up, about 20 feet off the ground on an outcropping of rock, there you stand, ready to jump into action. What would you like to do?
Safkeen's pretty pissed off. So she has no clue where this thing is, she will see that poor Xavier is getting potentially burned alive. So she will open the decanter of endless water.
Okay.
And she will
pop the cork.
speak the command word Giza and sort of sploosh it down like.
All right, you aim it like a fire hose, pointing downward toward the square of lava beneath Xavier. Speaking the word, and all of a sudden, a blast, a gush of water spews forth from the decanter. Are you trying to make like a ranged shot to hit a specific target?
So I kind of want to just cover the floor as much as possible, but
Alright.
yeah.
But you are aiming it where, like, in between the two squares, or?
Yeah, that side.
Just go ahead and ping on the ground where you would like it to strike.
Here. Maybe.
Okay. Just above it?
Yeah, like here. And then it won't like drown.
Alright, go ahead and roll a dexterity check for me.
Man, it would really help if I had my dice. Everyone. I got so interested in talking to that I didn't get my dice ready. Where did I put you? Dicey, dicey, dice. 9. Ah! Yeah. Okay.
So the rift is under Trevor, right? Somebody like, is this purple? Is this the rift down here?
Yeah, it's behind Trevor. I can't move it to the front for some reason.
Oh, it's okay. I just need to know that this is where the rift is. What are these red boxes?
That's lava.
That's the lava.
Okay.
17.
17, good enough. So you aim and point at the ground right above that square, and it splooshes down in about a 5-foot square on the ground, flooding that section with water. So it begins to pool and spread out, but the 6-second action of your turn is enough to cover that one square. So you can hold it there and keep spraying if you'd like.
Yes. Because it's 30 gallons of water. How much is 30 gallons of water?
Ooh, it's a lot.
30 gallons is enough to cover that space.
It's like 2 bathtubs.
But it's going to keep happening.
Yeah, it stops at the end of my next turn, right?
Right.
I will keep holding it there. Can I say as my... I can't hold an action, can I? Because I opened the bottle.
Wait, is opening the bottle an action, or is that an interact with object?
It's just interact with object. That's fine.
So you still have an action.
Well, you used one action to spray the water, right?
Oh, that's an action.
Can I hold another action? So, like, if Lithobolia appears on the floor, can I move?
Move the water?
Move the jet of water.
Towards Lithobolia?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when Lithobolia reappears, you want to shoot the water at him.
Yes. If he's...
Okay.
Yeah.
So you hold your action, you continue to spray the ground with water, a stream kind of fountains out from Safkeen, landing on the ground there in a little arc.
It is.
It's not hitting the lava yet, but it's getting close.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And Safkeen ends her turn there. Next up is you.
Okay. You is going to get everybody out of that lava fast. Okay. You's gonna walk up to the edge here and look down there, and she's going to cast a wall of force. I guess I'm going to have to draw it.
Wall of force.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm going to do a
Here we
10-foot
go,
radius.
ladies and gentlemen.
1, 2. So it'll come out to here, here, Because this is 5, yeah? Each of the boxes.
I can't see what you're drawing.
Can you see where I'm putting dots?
No. Wait. Oh, yeah, those little pink dots.
Yeah. Okay. And then it'll go 10. So I'm making a dome. And when I'm casting Wall of Force and I bring it up, I get to
Make
choose
an igloo. Make an igloo.
an igloo. I get to choose what side of the dome all the creatures end up on. So I'm going to rise Trevor and Xavier up, and they're going to be 10 feet up on the dome, but this little guy is going to fall down through. And I'm just going to dome over the rift.
Okay. Will you delete the pink marks that you made?
Yes. Are you going to actually put in a dome?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, how do I delete them?
Select.
Select? It's,
Delete. Press the delete key. Delete.
it's not letting me select.
No.
Yeah, it's like actually not letting me. DM, you can't grab those?
Disappoint.
Yeah, I'll have to. Give me a second.
Huh. Select move, right? I can't select anything except for my own character.
Hmm.
But essentially,
Yeah, when you guys draw on the screen, I can't always grab it. The
But
other
if-
half of it.
oh, okay. This dome should come up 10 feet also. So Trevor would just kind of rise up. And so would Xavier. Right? It
There we
springs
go.
into existence at a point of choose within range, any orientation.
So you're starting the dome in the center of the room? The geographic center of the room?
Yes. Wait, starting it. No. It's gonna rise up as it already a 10-foot
It's a
radius
10-foot dome, right?
hemisphere. It's a
Okay, wait, stop moving
10-foot.
stuff.
I'm
Don't-
not moving anything.
Don't move
I'm
stuff.
not moving
I'm
anything.
moving it out of the way. I'm moving it out of the way.
Stop it. I need to know where those were. Okay.
It's fine.
I know where they were.
Okay.
All right, give me just a second. I'm working on it.
It's a 10-foot radius, so it is a 20-foot diameter, David, from the
I did
center
not
here.
do that. I know. I'm trying to draw things, but it keeps doing other things. So just give me a minute.
Your mom keeps doing other things. You should have been prepared for this. I told the DM I was going to try to cap that thing immediately.
There. Okay. Finally, let me
Fine.
grab it.
Okay, grab it.
It won't let me. God damn it! I can't put an aura on it. I have to make a new shape, and then I'll put an aura on that. Okay.
I don't know what that means, but I want a dome.
There we
DM,
go.
Put
Okay.
a dome right here. DM, put a dome, please. Dome right
Stop.
here, please.
Stop.
Right here. Put a dome here.
Stop it.
Right here.
I'm gonna have to tweak it. Okay. Why can't you guys see it?
I don't know. I can see it on your screen.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't.
Shit. It went to the back. God damn it. They really need a layers menu on this instead of making
Yeah.
you click
Yeah.
things. Oh, it's terrible. Okay. To front. There we
To
go.
front. Yes, to front.
Now, where is that thing I made?
No, it's down there. Can't you click it on the bottom?
Nope. It's an aura. I cannot grab it. It's
Well,
a-
don't yell at me. I didn't make it.
You're yelling at me. Oh my gosh.
Why don't you just let me draw it?
Ah, damn. Just shifted the entire thing over. This is really annoying.
You guys, I broke D&D for David, so
Yeah, you did.
I guess we're all
Well,
just gonna...
Lithobolia is dead. We can move on.
Yay, we won!
I have to have an object.
You bent over, she pulled out her obsidian's knife, and then she tore a hole into space and time.
Well
Do this
done.
on the
And slap DM around.
Yes, I broke the fourth wall and smacked the DM.
It won't let
The
me edit
reach-
this.
The rules
Why
of
would
the
Ah!
universe. Just backhand.
All right, I have to put an object there, so I can't do that. I'll
Why
have
don't
to
you just-
grab this and do it
I
on
could
this.
just draw a dome.
Why won't it?
I'm not so horribly...
There it
Okay.
goes. Fuck's sake. Okay.
You've just put a rock on that poor kobold.
let me-
You've just
It's
smashed
what it
Xavier.
deserves.
hang on. Oh, that's too big. Come on. Just do it.
I actually saw something flicker on my screen, DM. You're getting something done.
Yeah.
So Kit, tell me, were the police at least nice about it? Oh, he's gone. Never mind.
Oh, I'm still here. Yeah, they were. I mean, Mary mostly talked to him. I didn't realize what was going on, so I got up and walked over there. But they're just like, yeah, we got to take. I guess they just took her information and they're like, yeah, he's just too young to be walking around like that. He can't. Basically, he can't leave the fenced-in area of our yard, which is ridiculous because it's the size of a postage stamp. Like it's
Oh, honey.
tiny.
How old is he?
He's 7. He's about to be 8. I mean, I wandered off into the woods when I was 8. Like,
I did too.
I mean, even then, like he wasn't out of earshot. Like he could have heard us yelling.
Yeah. Or you could have heard him yelling.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
I think that
the area
works.
he was in is there's nobody living in those houses yet. Like it's all just like being developed or whatever.
I still can't see anything, David.
Why?
Don't yell at us, though.
Refresh your page.
Okay, I'll refresh.
I refresh as well. Should we, okay, everyone's refreshing. Okay.
I guess if you can't see whatever David made, we need to refresh. No, we still can't see it.
Okay.
But you know, I would be happy to draw a dome in
Nope.
pink.
No, do not. Because then anything inside the dome that I try to click on, I'll click on the dome instead, and then move it around. And
Is
do
there a
not
reason
do
why
that.
that whole area is green though, as opposed to not?
That's
Is
the
that-
lantern, right?
Oh,
Yes.
maybe
Yeah, it's
the
Kit's
lantern's in the
lantern.
way.
Yeah, turn the
We
lantern off.
could just.
Hang on,
Ooh,
hang on.
ooh, ooh,
I'm
I have
working
an
on it.
idea.
You guys are gonna see
I
it
have
in
an
just a
idea.
minute. You're gonna
I can
see
I
it.
have an idea.
I can see
Just
it.
a
There it
minute.
is!
Yeah,
There it is!
Yeah.
there.
You have to give me time
Yay!
to check all the stupid boxes I have to check and get everything onto the right layer. That's
I
just how
think
long it takes.
The DM needs a nap. I'm gonna put the DM down for a little while.
Aw, he's
Tuck
doing
him
his
in.
best.
No!
We slept for like 10 hours last night. We were in bed until noon. We stayed
That's
up till
why I'm
3.
cranky.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
he
You stayed up till
overslept.
3.
There, that
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
cranky because of the boys.
The boys. Okay,
Just a
so
minute,
Xavier,
I'm getting
I
a
would've-
call. Sorry, excuse me.
but Xavier would have lifted up too. So Xavier's no longer on the ground.
Hooray! I'm not standing in lava.
No,
Actually,
'cause
think
it would have.
Scott-
I brought it up underneath you, so it lifted you guys up as it ascended.
Hmm.
Frankie would be up too. Anybody in that 10 20-foot diameter would have lifted, except for the kobold, because I can choose to have it fall beneath.
Let me see here. On the floor,
The kobold will be down there. All the good guys lift up.
it's not a kobold.
Oh, I thought Jenny told me it was a kobold.
Frankie
No,
would
I-
be pushed.
I called it a couple.
Frankie would be right there, just staring at the dome. The abyssal creature got moved to the outside of the dome there.
No, he's on the inside of the dome.
Oh, he's trapped on the inside?
Yes, I
Okay.
get to choose where they fall. So
All
he's
right.
in there with the rift.
Oh, the spiritual weapon would have gotten pushed out.
Yeah.
right?
Good things
So
came out.
that's right next to Xavier. Well, it'd be right above Xavier.
There you go. So this is concentration, and I can hold it for 10 minutes. So I'd really just like you guys to hit Lithobolia a lot, and don't let him hit me. All right, bye. Stand over
Okay,
here.
so you've cast your spell. Let me add it to this stinking thing.
Okay. Have you guys watched The Boys on Amazon?
I have.
That's
No.
why.
Good,
Here.
but man, there were parts of it that were hard to watch.
Yeah, it was. Man, you hate those characters.
Yeah. Yep.
All right,
But-
so real quick here, Lindell. Do you have any concentration spells active? Oh, Thomas isn't on. Okay.
I think he's on the phone.
When he's on the telephone.
Saf Keen doesn't have any spells active. You're just holding an action.
I can't see soft keying. I'm gonna reconnect.
I'm still on my block of rock.
You are concentrating.
Yes. And I have a little concentration thing right here.
Okay. Let's see. Xavier, you are concentrating, correct?
Yes. Well, hang on, I
Hex?
think
Is
Let me
Hex
make sure.
concentration?
Hex.
Or is it Hexblade's curse?
Concentration up to 24 hours. Yeah.
So con.
Whoa. Concentration up to 24 hours.
Mhm.
Extended
tired.
duration. So that's
Okay.
It's a long time.
concentration up to an
Yeah.
hour, but it's still. So does that mean if I stop concentrating, it still continues for a while, or?
No, I think it drops
No,
as soon as
it
you stop
drops as soon
concentrating,
as you
right?
stop, but you can concentrate on it for a very, very long time. Let's see here. Lindell, are you concentrating on anything?
I am. I've got a little marker here on my token. I'm concentrating on the spell Dispel Evil and Good.
Okay.
Oh, I'll mark my
and
token.
Then Charles, is he concentrating on the intelligence and wisdom boost?
He is. He's concentrating on enhance ability.
Enhance ability.
What little,
the other
what
thing
little
was a.
symbol should we use for concentrating?
Yeah, what should we do?
I'm marking it down here. I'm writing it by hand this time, so I have it.
But we can mark. I need to mark myself. Oh, what about the little head exploding?
Yeah, that works. I
Head
can remind you
exploding?
guys.
I don't know. It's on the bottom, and it's like somebody grabbing their head, and there's like little rays.
Oh,
coming out.
yeah. Perfect. That's concentrating
that's
now.
us concentrating.
Ah!
Okay.
Perfect. That means you're
so
concentrating.
Lafayette is also concentrating.
So, because we discussed it before, Lindell would know that if we get like an actual beat on Lithobolia, I'll drop this and try to do an exorcism. Because I know
Yeah.
you're trying to do what, banishment? Or you're doing...
So I have Dispel Evil and Good, which basically means and we would have discussed this beforehand.
Yeah.
I think we did discuss this beforehand. Where
Yeah.
basically it's like a one shot where literally there's no saving throw, there's no attack roll. Literally all I have to do to break the possession is I just have to fucking touch him.
Oh,
If
you
I
have to
can
actually
touch him
Sure.
because it's a fifth level spell. So all I have to do is
Yeah.
touch him and poof, unpossessed.
Okay.
Don't let David know that.
Well,
It's fine.
Don't tell David.
Genevieve.
He definitely can't look up the spell details.
okay, so my exorcism spell is sight only, so 60 feet. So we both have a chance. We're both
Okay.
just gonna we're gonna try.
Exactly. So if you
I
can stay
think-
concentrating on the dome, I just need to get close. That's all I
Okay.
need.
I think Genevieve is the only one not concentrating.
I am not concentrating at all.
Okay.
She's just gonna chase a bird to fly into the
I
Feywild.
believe
Concentrating,
so.
is
Safkeen is holding an action.
she? I guess.
Let's see. Gosh, I lost all you guys' cameras.
Oh, all of us?
Yeah, I lost you all.
I can see everybody, so
see
maybe
you,
you
David.
should
I
be.
can't see David or Jenny.
I just refreshed.
I
And it's-
lost.
Everyone
back.
refresh! Yay!
Reconnect! Yay!
I've got Kit. I've got Seda.
Oh, you'll lose me.
I'll lose you when everybody else logs in. I've got Thomas.
Me too.
Oh, I just need a Jenny and a Brian.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
have Jenny.
There's
Yeah, I
no
got
Jenny.
Brian.
Oh, there's
Brian.
everybody. Hi, y'all.
Oh, I don't have
And-
something.
I can see all of you.
Oh, I
Oh,
can't see
oh.
you.
Come on.
Okay, you, me, and Seda. Let's refresh one more time, and maybe we'll get everyone
Okay.
this time. Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, just us. Just us.
I
We can
always
do it.
lose Seda after a certain point.
Oh, hey, I've got.
Oh, I lost Thomas. Okay.
Oh, he
Okay, wait,
refreshed.
just wait for it.
He's
Just wait for
refreshing.
it.
For Thomas. Wait for
No Thomas.
it. Oh my gosh.
There's
Yay!
Oh,
There's
oh, oh.
everybody.
Fuck. Oh, there! I was like, everyone except Kit now, but now I got everyone.
So this
But
is
I'm
like
recording everybody for the first
this
time
is the
ever.
first time that all of us have ended up on the recording.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yay!
Okay, domes are in place. I've got everybody's concentration down. Where are we at?
Oh, I have a question.
You just took her turn. Are you gonna back up, Seda?
Just enough that I don't want to like fall into the pit. I'm a safe distance. What, like maybe 5 feet in?
You can back up through the cavern because you've gotten hit through by 2 rocks just standing
Dang
in
it.
that area.
Okay. She wants to be smart enough that she's far enough back she's not going to hit by rocks. But
Okay,
she's
I'm
got to
gonna-
keep line of sight on everybody.
If you move about 15 feet back, it doesn't give. There's a little bit of line of sight, but you have some cover.
Okay. She's just
So
going to
I'm
take
gonna
cover.
move you back to about here.
Okay.
You're a little bit further. There we go. So you
Alright.
can still see what's going on, but there's not as much. There's more cover for you.
Okay.
So that is Yu's turn. On to Xavier.
I'm just gonna go Keith because why not?
So I was
Make me some Earl Grey, please.
I was about to take out the little minion, but now I guess I don't have to. I'm also not worrying about the fire, so I kind of changed my plan. We still can't see Lithobolia, right?
You can't die. Run in.
If you would like to use an action to search for him, you could.
Would it take up my entire action just to look?
Yes.
Hmm.
You could move the lantern around the room to try and find him.
To, like, focus on him?
And I'll have you roll perception just to see if maybe you get an edge. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Read me the details of Hex.
Of Hex? We did this last time, whether he was in visual range or not. You place a creature that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack. Also choose one ability. When you cast the spell, the target has disadvantage. If the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to curse a new creature. Or remove curse cast on the target ends the spell early.
Okay,
So
good.
I just needed to see him to put it on him, but after that,
but you lost sight of him. Okay, and it doesn't give you any kind of psychic link, which is what I was wondering. If you could sense where he was, but it does not. So, from your current position, you could move around to try and uncover him using your action and your movement.
Even if you just move towards the wall, like you might reveal him by accident just walking further in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we saw him go like this direction, right?
Yeah.
He was on the floor over here.
And it would be
he
smart.
He moved back into the wall and disappeared.
Okay.
Merged with the rock.
Excuse me, Trevor. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
it would be smart to get off the dome in case I have to drop it. Everyone should.
So can I go here and like slide down the dome?
Yeah, it's like a hard surface, just like an igloo, a purple igloo.
You're wanting to slide down that direction?
Yeah,
go
I'm
ahead
trying to figure
and
out
roll an acrobatics check for me real quick.
That should be
You start to slide down the dome pretty easily, and eventually, when you're about 15 feet off the ground, it goes from a 45 to a 40 to a 30, and then you feel like you're...
I got a 17.
17. You manage to avoid the spike that is jutting out of the side of the force dome, and you land right on the side of it and do like a little 3-point landing there on the ground. We'll say that used about half your movement.
Okay. So I'm not seeing anything here.
As soon as you hit the ground, roll a perception check for me.
Perception. Ooh, decent roll. I think perception is crap though. Perception. That's
Lindell,
persuasion.
can you make yourself invisible?
18.
18. So you start to pan up the side of the cavern wall, looking upward. You see Lindell there, or maybe Lindell's duplicate. You're not sure. On the side of the wall, just kind of hovering there, about 10 feet off the ground. And you continue to pan up, and right above Lindell, maybe about 10 to 15 more feet up, you see Lithobolia peering out of the cavern wall, half of its body.
Ah!
So I've used up all of my I can't do anything at this point.
You've used half your movement and your action.
Okay. So I can't cast a spell.
You've got bonus action. If you've got a spell that requires a bonus action, you could.
Sure.
Nope.
Okay.
I was going to try to fairy
So-
fire it.
Then you've got half your movement left.
Can I go to the side of the stalagmite and kind of put myself kind of wedged between the stalagmite and the
force
dome?
wall?
Yeah.
Yeah. Put a
I'm
little
just
bit of
looking for
cover
cover.
between you and it.
Hopefully if he tries to rock smash me again, I can duck down.
Roll a stealth check for me. I know you're not trying to be stealthy, but I just want to see how successful you are.
I'm pretty successful. I rolled an 18. Stealth is +4, so 22.
22, not bad. You managed to wedge yourself behind some of the rocks and get a little bit of cover. You kind of leave the lantern out in the open, though, so that there's not a shadow being cast up on it.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
All right,
Ah!
and you end your turn there.
That's it.
Hit him! Everybody hit him!
As he comes into view, I would like to use my reaction to release the spell that I was holding.
Okay, and what were you holding? Remind me real quick.
I was holding Guiding Bolt.
Ooh.
Okay.
So
Alright.
because I can cast it either from myself or from my duplicate. From the source of my duplicate will cast I have to be able to see him. So
Yep.
I'm assuming that
Yeah,
real
you can see
Lindell
him.
can see from here, from across the way.
Yeah, everybody
instead of
sees him
cast-
appear in the side of the wall as soon as Xavier lifts his lantern.
Okay, perfect. But from the source of my duplicate, you see a ball of sparkling green energy, and then she holds out her hands, and she doesn't say anything, but it looks really cool. And there's a blast of green, purple, sparkly energy, and she, for an attack roll of 23.
Ooh.
Attack roll 23. Let's see here.
Has anybody hit Lithobolia yet?
23 hits.
You get hit with a hex
23
bolt.
For 13 points of radiant damage.
Ooh.
13 points of radiant damage.
Radiance.
And he is coated in the glitter of the Spriggan. And he is glittery. And the next attack against him has advantage.
Nice.
All right.
Oh,
So-
shoot.
You cast your is it a cantrip or
It's a first level spell.
okay? So you cast your first level spell, and it comes out of your duplicate, smashing into Lithobolia's left side, hitting the arm and part of the chest. And as the sparkly energy kind of bathes its body, you can see the rock crumbling, and all of a sudden a giant explosion of radiant energy, poof, and it blinds you for a second as you avert your eyes, and you can see singed, almost like coals on the side of its body now. Chunks of its armor are missing. It seems to have done quite a bit more damage than you anticipated.
Woo! Radiant!
Creature from the abyss.
Now I have to go read my spells.
Yeah.
Everyone's like,
You said 14, right?
13. 13 points of radiant damage.
13. Okay. All right. Very good. So next up, Safkeen, you were holding your action as well.
Yeah. So I want to fling the geyser of water and kind of aim it at. Is he only half sticking out of the wall?
Yeah, just half of him. You can see his arm, his chest, and his head are just kind of almost like like a sculpture just merging with the side of the wall, but it's moving freely through the hard rock surface.
Okay. Can I try and like aim the water to like hit around Lithobolia's body, like the cold?
Sure. Yeah, you can
Could you
just
make-
try and soak its entire
Dousing?
front
Well, just
in,
everything. I'm just gonna try
in
and
water.
cover it in water.
So you turn the decanter, kind of putting your thumb over the cap to make it spray a little bit further, and you aim it up. But since it's an upward arc instead of a downward one, you don't have quite as much range on it. Now, does it say on the decanter a range if you are shooting it out?
30 foot long and 1 foot wide.
All right. I want you to roll a dexterity check for me. See how well you can use your thumb to get a little bit extra.
Ooh, 19.
19. Very nice. You managed to spray it in an arc high enough to hit its head, and it starts to drench down the side of its body.
Wow.
Very nice. So Lithobolia is now wet. And Lindell below. Oh my god. Raining ash from the wound that you just created starts to drip down onto your illusory self on the side of the wall.
Cool.
And she'll be like,
All right. Next up in the initiative order is Charles. Safkeen and Lindell are no longer holding actions.
I'm just like, pew, 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 pew.
Let's move over to the other side of the map, where only certain of people of you can
Where's my
see.
pipe?
So it is Charles's turn. You guys have just investigated the well.
Lindell, did you move Trevor off of the dome?
Oh, should he be? Did I? I thought David.
No,
moved
I
him
mean, you
back.
can leave
He's
him
on top
there.
of the dome.
If I drop the
Well,
dome,
it's not my
though,
turn.
It
I'll
wasn't
have
his
to move him
turn.
on my
He was
turn.
holding an action.
That was my reaction.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
Yep.
Trevor can't move it. I'm just afraid if I drop that
No.
dome, Trevor's gonna fall into the abyss.
He's fine.
Okay.
He's the staff. I'll
All
drag him
right.
a bit.
So, Charles, you have just seen Genevieve pull a pearl from the bottom of the well as her flesh is kind of still steaming from the intense cold that she just took. Your hand's a little bit stinging still as well from when you reached in. But in your hand, you have the giant ladle.
Mm. Mm. So, Genevieve, what do you think? Should we? Is there an order that we fill these things? I don't recognize it. You know, it doesn't seem like a constellation that I've seen before. I am. It's a puzzle.
I think if we have a look, maybe we can figure out which place we start from and go from there. But let's
Good
head over.
idea. Let's go together with a cup of water and see if we can figure it out together.
But Charles, fill up your ladle and anything else you have.
Anything else, Genevieve? Anything? Okay. I just put out the layer.
Lafayette is still concentrating on his spell, so here's what we're going to do. If you guys want to act at the same time, you're close enough
Yeah,
in the
'cause
initiative order, and Lafayette's not really doing anything except continuing to cast his spell, then I'm going to let you guys go together.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to move over here so I can do a history check on the thing because I've got my little pouch full of water.
All right. So you go back over to the puzzle on the floor.
Ooh,
and
we
you're
can all
gonna
see
do
the puzzle.
A history check, correct?
Yeah, I want to do a history check on it to see if I can recognize it from something. Hopefully, tapping into what is it? Splurg. My newfound
That
a
research
study
that you did.
background. Yeah.
Okay. So what exactly are you trying to discover? Like, describe to me what you want to learn.
I want to know if I can identify the constellation as something that might be in the sky in the Feywild, and if so, if there is a way that it lights up.
Okay.
If the stars start from one place to another.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your history check. You get to add your proficiency bonus, and I think I gave you a little extra bonus to that as well.
You did, and I get to roll with advantage on this because it's an intelligence check.
That's correct. So you'll have a lot of bonuses.
100%. So that's a +7 to it. Okay. First one's a 6. Next one's a 17. So 17 plus 7 is 24.
24. Okay.
Nice.
You
You
do
know everything.
recognize those three small that cluster in a line of 3 circles is reminiscent of a constellation you saw in one of the books in Lafayette's office last night, the previous night.
Can I
You
ask
remember
you
there was a constellation that had those 3 closely compact, so you know that's part of it.
Those 3 are part. And then just to check with you, because I think I remember you and I traced our fingers through there, so it's actually a bit of a rivet that connects them all, right? Like a divot, sorry, not a rivet.
Yeah, there's like these grooves that connect all of them.
Gotcha. So, Charles, I think maybe we start with the middle and start filling it there, and it should spread out. It seems familiar.
Like, do you think we fill them up and then it kind of expands from there, or we fill them up individually?
I think we fill it up from the middle, and it should start to flow, hopefully, between the two.
Oh, so we just keep pouring into the middle one, and then we see where it goes.
I mean, that's my guess. Do you want to? Can you pull anything from your expertise to see?
I like stars. They're pretty, but I don't know much about constellations. I trust you in this endeavor.
Any magical understandings, though, you might like to apply now?
Can I as well make a history check?
Yes, you may. Just a straight history check.
Yeah, with advantage as well because I have enhanced ability on myself as well.
Okay.
Or because it's something that I should know, then it's just a straight check.
Charles's specific expertise isn't necessarily in the Feywild and Fey studies.
No,
but you
like he does
do
speak
have
Sylvan
knowledge.
and Elvish.
Well, you have knowledge of different planes of existence, at least cursory knowledge, and you do
but not an
understand the
expertise.
languages of the Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, go ahead and it'll just be a straight history check, but you can add your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Ronan, don't
21.
21. Very nice. Okay. So from what you've seen, you need to take this water, you need to put it in a path, and you need it to connect the correct way in order to operate this. It's like a door handle, but this is a very intricate lock.
Mm. So I just, in my experience, of going to dungeons and solving different runic problems, I think that there are thinner lines and there are thicker lines, and the thicker lines, perhaps maybe water would flow between them a little bit better. So I think maybe you're right. Why don't we start with just put water here in the middle one and see if it flows to the other two to the side. We start with that, maybe.
Just be careful, that catalyst was cold.
I'm from Marburg, okay? The cold doesn't bother me, no problem.
The cold never bothered him anyway.
Anyway.
Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I've got a little ball of water that I just made visible to you. I am going to give you guys access to it so that you can control it. So let's give this to Genevieve, to Lindell. Okay, save changes. So now you guys should be able to move that little ball around.
Ooh.
Okay, so you have a ladle full of the water,
Yep.
The very cool, clear, crystally water. Where do you want to put it?
I'm thinking in the middle.
Right there, eh?
All right.
What
So
do you
you
think?
hold the ladle carefully over the the inverted dome in the base of this platform, and you slowly begin to pour it out into the basin, and it splashes into the bottom. A little bit of cold steam rising up as it fills and fills and fills, and you empty the ladle's contents inside, and it fills the divot.
It didn't run anywhere outside.
No.
Well, but maybe we need to put like a second ladle into that one, and then it overflows.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's
I
try
like
that.
I like that they're in here like pouring water, and in the other room there's like explosions, glitter,
Yeah.
spells are flying.
Some silk falls from the ceiling. There's a little bit of a shake in the earth.
They're
We're like-
quietly looking at a puzzle.
Waffle to G8. Yes.
Okay. So Charles, I'll say that's your action and your movement. Genevieve.
Okay, I'm gonna take out that holy water flask that I filled out and just start pouring it into that same place.
Okay, yeah, you pour your holy water over the top of this this other kind of water, and it hits the surface, and like oil and water, it just pours right off the surface.
It's not
and
holy
just-
water. I drank all my holy water. I filled it with the catalyst.
Oh, it is the water from the whatchamacallit. Okay,
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm full of holiness. That's all right now.
You
Gotcha.
drank all the-
and you're pouring it in the same space, so
Yeah.
it fills a little bit more, and starts to take up half of the channel on either side.
Hmm,
I'll draw that for you.
thanks.
Also, Thomas,
Mm-hmm.
look at my shirt.
One Piece.
Oh, Champa.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Why did it do
I
that?
don't know what it says on this thing.
That's not the right color.
Something print.
Maybe it's like Isha-san or something? I don't know those characters.
Okay,
I don't.
there we go. So it begins to pour a little bit down that channel on either side.
Okay.
I just,
I guess we just keep going.
All right. So the two, you're gonna head back to the well.
Refill.
All right. All right. Very good. So I'll end you guys' turn there, and we're gonna be at let's see, Lithobolia's turn. So I'll take us back to the dome.
Lithobolia.
Lithobolia.
Okay. All right. So now drenched down the front, a little bit peeved that you guys have discovered it. It
Does
is-
Genevieve get to see the dome? Can you see it, Brian?
Oh yeah, I can see your whole room.
Good. I can't see yours, so I'm just glad that you get to watch us die. I wanted you to be able to witness.
I'm glad too.
All right. So first, Lithobolia is going to go ahead and let out its growl again, but instead of the creature you are used to seeing come out of the portal, a new one emerges. A ghastly horror of a creature. It is this weird kind of amalgamation of tentacles with mouths and flesh. It is just horrifying as it. A sec. Put this to the front. As it emerges from the portal, it's quite a bit larger, about the size of a normal humanoid, and it just looks side to side as you see another head of a second one peer through the crack and start looking around. It looks like there's multiples of these coming through. Only one is able to push its way in right now. Let's see here. Okay. So that creature came. So now Lithobolia is going to merge back into the rock wall and disappear again.
Shoot.
Let's.
Is he still wet?
And
Does he
It's
remain
still sparkly.
That's true.
Whoa, what is that thing?
That came out of the rift.
Oh,
It's not
God,
good.
gross.
It does have tentacle mouths.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Alright.
It can't get out of the dome until I drop
And-
it.
Okay, so
Don't drop the dome.
Lithobolia disappears again, merging to the rock wall. You hear kind of a grinding noise as it begins to move, but then you lose sight of the sound. You're not sure exactly where it's going, but it has gone back in. All right, so that is Lithobolia's turn. Next up is the monsters. Let's see. So first, that little gremlin-looking guy is going to. Let's see where to.
Fall into some lava.
I would think its closest target is Frankie, so it is going to. Actually, you know what?
Is Frankie
No, it's
inside
gonna
the
do
dome?
something.
No, Frankie's
No.
on the outside the dome. I don't think this little guy knows how the dome works yet. Let's watch him.
Okay, no, it is going to use its action to polymorph into a bat-like creature, sprouting wings from its reptilian back and taking flight. It is going to fly. Where's it going to fly?
It's gonna thunk into the bottom of Trevor.
It is going to fly towards Xavier. 10,
Jerk.
15, 20. Up to about right there on the side of that force dome, and then it's going to go bong and hit its head kind of in the side.
Yay.
Seda, will you read me the effect of the force dome on creatures trapped inside it?
You're not gonna like it.
No, it's fine.
This is my 5th level spell. You mean about? Okay, so if the wall cuts through a creature's space when it appears, it's pushed to one side, your choice. Nothing can physically pass through the wall. It is immune to all damage. It cannot be dispelled by dispel magic. A disintegrate spell destroys the wall instantly, however. That's it.
So
The
no
wall,
spells can
David,
pass through it. No, nothing can pass through it.
nothing. This is important. The wall extends into the ethereal plane, blocking ethereal travel through the wall.
Wow.
Can you guys see things inside the dome?
That's one good wall.
Yeah, I
Is
think
it
I can make it
translucent?
clear. Yeah, let's just make it purpley like it is on the thing, because her magic's purple. Use magic is purple, so it's like a purple shimmer dome.
Yay,
But
sparkle!
you can see things through it.
Yeah, it's just the wall is made of force of the.
Okay, Xavier, I need you
But David, even though you can see through it, spells and effects still cannot pass through the wall.
Through it.
So even if
spells
you can
and
see
effects.
the target,
Does it specifically say spells and effects?
this
Yeah,
is something
nothing
that's come
can
up in
pass.
one of my other games. Nothing can pass
Nothing
through
passes through it. It's a broken. It's like a tiny hut.
Okay, so what do I need to do?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
One of y'all. I mean,
It is like a terror glance. Still get through it if something is terrifying. I wonder.
oh, a terror glance. I hadn't thought about that. You
Yeah,
mean like if it
gaze-
can make eye contact with you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
and then
something's
like,
always
"Ah!"
see you.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, it's definitely overpowered. That's why I chose it. I love my wall of force. You cannot take it from me. I was just like, I was like, wait, I can just place domes anywhere I want. This is gonna be my new favorite spell.
I'm reading right now. Give me a minute.
Yeah, I know it has. There's a bunch of rule stuff written up about it.
Yeah,
I was
there's
on
a
Reddit.
whole thing.
Yeah, but I don't
trying
know.
to
What
find-
about that? What about being frightened through the wall?
Mhm.
So if I, but it's not opaque. I didn't. When I thought about it, I didn't think about it being opaque. So I don't think about force like as in the physics sense as being opaque. It's force.
Yeah.
It's energy expended. I don't know what that looks like.
Oh, the wall causes total cover. Is the ruling from Jeremy Crawford. So even though
Okay.
you might be able, so in some like you might be able to
But
see
cover
through it, but
just
it
adds to your
counts as cover.
Cover just adds to your AC. It does not affect
So
your attributes.
it's total cover, which means you technically can't see through it.
But
Okay.
you can see through it. Sight
Yeah.
is not interrupted by it.
But you can't target
things.
things.
You could still have total cover, like things couldn't get to you or hit you, but you could still see them.
Right. So it's like you can't be targeted in like a sense.
In
you
old
can't
D&D 3.5, there was two different versions. There was cover, and there was, I think they called it obscure. And like one of them completely blocked sight, one of them completely blocked physical things. So like the difference between, hey, I'm behind a bunch of leaves, but it's not going to stop an arrow from getting to me, versus I'm behind a rock, that's physically going to stop something.
But if it's total cover, then are you covered from like a psychic attack because it can't target you?
This is how I'm going to play it. When you go to the zoo and you see a kid that's never seen a snake before and it's standing in front of the python exhibit, even though there's a piece of glass in front of him and he will never touch that snake, he's still terrified of it. Kit, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
I should have made it opaque. I should have just said it's opaque. Dang it!
Wisdom saving.
What? If it was opaque, we wouldn't know it was in there.
I needed to see what was in there.
Crap, I got a 16 and 2. Yeah, so 16.
16, you are fine.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you're fine. It was a low DC anyway, and I gave you a little bit extra boost because. Okay, so that is the lizardy creature's turn. Next up is the other creature's turn with the weird tentacle mouths and weird, like club-like feet. It's very gruesome looking. It's like got intestines that twist around its midsection, and it's just a horrifying thing to see. Let's see here. At the start of each of your turns, let's see. This is going to affect Xavier and no, not Lindell. You guys are all far enough away. Just Xavier. Xavier, at the start of your next turn, I need you to make a what is it called? Another wisdom saving throw, because this thing is so horrific. Let's see. All right, let's put that on the initiative order. This one. This is so much to track. Okay.
Big
So
battle.
this is
Big
gonna
battle.
be Xavier. You're going to need to make a whiz throw. Okay, that is its turn. It's going to stay put. Actually, no, it's going to move 5 feet forward so another one can jump in. Let's put it over to the side here. And a second one comes through the hole. All right. Cool. So back to the top of the round. This is going to be Lindell. And I apologize, guys. I was doing this wrong the last time. The layer actions that Lithobolia has start at initiative 20. So most of you guys are 20 or above. So Lindell, it wouldn't start on yours, or Sofkeen, or you. It wouldn't start until Xavier's turn. So top of Xavier's turn is when layer actions will happen. Okay, so Lindell, what would you like to do?
So it's out of range now. Like it's gone out of the lantern of revealing.
Yes.
It's still sparkly, so it must have moved. It must have moved somewhere up this general direction. So Lindell, because literally all she has to fucking do is touch it, is gonna go from here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30-ish. She'll head in this general direction, unless she sees Lithobolia otherwise.
You move up that direction, but you do not see Lithobolia.
Okay, and then from here, should I hold another guiding bolt, or should I try to, like, seek, or, like, search? My job is not damage. My job is to whatever. So I'm going to use my action to... I just need to touch a monster where it hurts. So I'll just use the search action to try to find.
All right,
where
roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
9.
Nice.
You just see rocks. You see Krampus kind of swirling around the stalactite at the top of the
That's
dome.
fine. And then as my bonus action, I don't have anything from my spiritual weapon to attack. But I guess I'll move my duplicate 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So she'll kind of mirror me as we're both like Naruto running up the wall.
Okay.
And then on my turn as well, I'll give Trevor a mental command to move off the wall, move off the dome.
He's
so
on top of a dome right now in the center of the room.
Yeah, so he'll slither down here near where Xavier is.
Yep.
And since there's no enemies at the moment, I'll get him to like avert his gaze or whatever, like not look directly what's in the dome, but ready a bite for if any enemies are within striking range and there isn't a dome.
Okay. Very good. So Trevor's gonna hold. Put that on. Trevor's gonna hold.
Or I guess he's gonna
Your
hold. He has an
movement and
action
actions.
called constrict, so he's gonna hold his constrict action.
Got it. Okay, and there next up is Safkeen.
Can I try and make a perception check to see if I can?
Yeah, sure. It'll be your action.
Like,
If you're okay with it being your action.
Yes. Let me think about my.
Did somebody just make a piggy noise? I just heard a pig honk. What was that?
I'm gonna wait for YouTube now.
Yeah.
Just heard a little piggy noise.
Yeah.
Was it your dogs?
I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe somebody sleeping. Yeah, I rolled a good perception check, so I will do my perception check as my action.
Okay.
I can't do anything if the ability doesn't appear anyway. So.
Okay, how'd you do?
I got a 21!
21. You look around in the dome of light that Xavier has. You try to look beyond it into the kind of shadowy parts of the cavern. But with your dark vision, you do... you're looking upward. You're like, why would he be down here? And you look outward, but you don't quite see him. He's up somewhere, but you don't know where.
He's upwards. Okay.
You didn't roll quite high enough to see him, but you know he's up there. You just feel it in your bones. What's
like
that?
around where Lindell is?
Maybe.
Okay.
In the upper 20, 30 feet of the cavern, for sure.
Is this all lit up, or does everybody just have dark vision?
Everybody has infinite dark vision.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Okay.
But only the lantern can see invisible things.
Gotcha.
Can I yoink myself up here?
Yes, you can. You can certainly try. So go ahead and roll. It's about a 15-foot leap to this next rock up. So roll me an acrobatics check.
Ooh. 21 again.
21. You wall ride up about halfway and leap and bullfrog your way right up on top. And you make your way onto the next platform. Oh, sorry. About maybe 30, 35 feet above the ground now.
Okay.
You actually see there are a few random chewed and pulverized bones on this platform.
Can I ready my action again with my decanter of water? So if he
Sure.
pops up again, then I'll splash him again.
Alright. Hold your action.
Sapien used splash. It was not
Next up is you. What would you like to do?
You?
Yep.
You's gonna. Oh, where's my thing? Okay, she's gonna come in and take a look. Is there? Hey guys, do you think it's better to fight things one by one, or do you want me to hold this dome until we've fought Lithobolia?
Hold
it.
I gotta find him. Just hold it if you can help me find, but hold the dome if you can.
Okay, because I'm afraid if we build up a ton of monsters, is it going to be worse to just release them later? Or because we can all just run away later. We can just run away later. We're fine. I'm going to bonus action send Krampus around and have Krampus's action do a perception check.
All right, go ahead and roll perception.
Krampus, find that monster.
Give Krampus the lantern.
Oh my gosh. Hey,
that would be smart.
How heavy is the lantern?
Well, is it an African or a European swallow?
Listen, she is a Hungarian falcon. Very American falcon.
I would say if it grips the lantern by the husk.
Oh dang! That is.
Oh no, Krampus is beyond my greatery.
Okay. Well, maybe next turn.
Comes up. You can yell out in 6 seconds.
Dang! Should Krampus get that lantern? You guys, what should she do?
You said that Krampus was going to do perception, so do perception.
Okay, this turn.
Yeah,
This
that makes
turn.
sense.
An unseen servant and have the unseen servant run around with the lantern.
That's true. I don't have.
That would also work.
You gotta
But
concentrate for that.
Next, yeah, because I don't have to concentrate for Krampus because I'm concentrating on that dome. So next turn, though, you might see Krampus dive bomb for you, Xavier.
Okay.
I have to look up Krampus stats. I've got it right here. Extras. Krampus. Perception. Oh wait. 14.
Crumpets.
14. He does a flyabout, but does not see anything out of the ordinary, other than what's already going on.
Okay. Well, after that little flyabout, because I've got 60 feet. Let's say if he went 30 around the dome, can it move 30 towards Xavier? It's gonna at the end after she does a little flyabout, doesn't say anything. She's gonna start moving towards Xavier.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. Krampus makes it about there, swooping downward.
And I'm just concentrating on the dome for now.
Just concentrating on the dome. All right. So next up is going to be layer action. And then Xavier. Let's see here.
Oh, he's at least gonna show.
Let's see. All of a sudden,
Shiny demon in the middle.
shiny
The road.
demon. Yes, a circle. Let's see if I can. Oh God, I have trouble with circles. Give me a minute.
Oh no!
All is lost.
Nope.
How much can familiars carry? I know we've talked about this before.
Yeah, let's do this. Sure.
Five.
It would depend on their strength score.
Oh, is it? Okay. I thought, wasn't there a thing where like, I'll Google it.
You googly.
Yeah, you googly. While the DM tries to make a circle, I'm sure I can figure this out.
It's a little bit too big. Let's try this. Is that about right? Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Can you guys see that dark circle around Krampus?
Uh-oh.
Krampus.
Oh, I can. Yeah, barely.
That's a little hard to see.
I can see it. It goes out to right here.
Let's not
Oh,
do that.
yeah.
Let's not do that. It doesn't quite work right. I'm gonna do something different. Because I don't want it to move with Krampus.
Wow. A hawk in 5e can carry 37 pounds.
What?
Nice.
All right, then.
Enough to carry off a small child.
It says that it's your strength score times 3, 15, times another 3. So if you have if you have a non-tiny creature, hawks are considered tiny. But if you're familiar with like a cat, it can carry 75 pounds.
That's crazy.
What?
I mean, they are fey creatures. It's the math.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. But then it says it's halved because hawks are tiny. So 37.5.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah. And so, but Krampus can go all over the place with that lantern.
In a one talon.
Mm-hmm. And a shank in the other. Come at me, Lithobolia. Krampus is pissed off that Lithobolia is messing with the Feywilds.
All right, so all of a sudden a
What's
black circle begins to appear, a sphere growing out of the middle, where Krampus, Safkeen, and Lindell are completely enveloping them in darkness. You are the three of you are now
fudge.
considered blinded.
Fuck. I hate this spell.
Ah.
All right.
Is this the black hole where like you can't shine light into it? That thing? It's like blackness.
Yeah, it's just darker than black. Just
Right. So you can't even like shine a light into it. Okay.
let's see here. Okay, so that was the layer action. Next up is Xavier.
Okay. Well, so I still can't actually see him, right?
No. In fact, now you can't see anything above you.
Oh.
There's just a black mass above you when you look up. There's also like a weird lizardy bat thing trying to get through the force dome, just keeps striking at the wall, trying to get through. About 10
Turn around and give it the finger.
But don't make eye contact. No eye contact.
Don't make eye contact.
It looks back down for a minute, flapping its wings, and puts its own middle finger up.
We're communicating.
No, Xavier, no. You just hear it used back in the cave, just Ordog ball, Xavier.
Might be friendly. So I guess I'm gonna move kind of around, like this direction, and I guess try to get a fix on him so I can blast him again. I'm just looking for a target, any target.
Yeah, you move like about 10 feet over, trying to get a line of sight, but the black circle actually touches the side of the wall. And looking up, you really can't see anything looking up.
Okay.
You've lost sight of Krampus, Safkeen, and Lindell.
I'm gonna start randomly throwing eldritch blasts of death into the blackness. No, I'm just kidding.
You certainly can. If you'd like.
No.
Roll a d4 for me.
No.
Let's see what it hits.
So, David, is this like a black blob, or are we literally can't see anything?
In front of your face is just completely blackness.
Like a mist?
No, just black. All you see is just dark black.
If I turn the other way...
Same. You can't really even tell if you're turning. You look down, you don't see your body, you can't see your hands.
Oh, okay.
You can still feel gravity, but that's about it.
Can I hold action until I see Lithobolia? Basically, just when I see a target, I'm holding action. And
you want to hold Eldritch Blast?
Do I have to state specifically what I'm holding?
Yes.
No. If I see him, I'm going to hit him with a Witch Bolt.
Okay, so you're going to hold Witch Bolt. Also, I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw at the beginning of your turn. The one that just came out of the Abyssal portal is starting to shuffle towards you, and you're getting really creeped out by it.
21.
21, no problem. You shrug it off, and you keep your eyes towards the sky with your Witch Bolt ready. So we got you holding action.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what else to do.
Okay. So that is Xavier's turn. On to Charles in the next room. Charles.
Sorry, I'm just making tea and advancing the laundry. Brian, do you want to take the lead on this one?
Okay. We're still standing by the side because we're taking our turns at the same time, right?
Yeah, pretty much you guys are all three going at the same time. I'm just going to skip over Lafayette. He's going to keep concentrating on his spell. It's round 3 right now.
Got it. Charles, do you have anything else we could fill so we don't have to go back and forth as much?
Oh, I have this pot and this kettle and a couple of tin cups and I guess I have a lot of things.
Okay.
You want to use a tea kettle?
Do you have a legitimate list, actually, Thomas, of stuff that you have?
Well, it's a mess kit, so it's got to have a pot and a kettle and that kind of stuff.
Because that changes things a little bit for me. All right. So what do we have? We've got a pot, a kettle, the actual container, my holy water flask, and the ladle.
Yeah.
All right. I was gonna cast Unseen Servant to go between, but instead I'm gonna cast Animate Objects on all of them.
Okay.
And 2 tin cups.
Yes.
And
so
all of a sudden,
sorry.
Starts playing.
Substitutionary locomotion, come to me, right? And away they start going, so we can stand and just kind of direct where they're going to fill in.
Aw, that's good.
Perfect.
All right,
so I don't remember you being able to do that before. That's very impressive.
I've learned a few tricks since we last hung out. It's been a while.
All right, so you animate the objects and you send them all toward the well, dancing along as they dip into the well one at a time, filling, and you concentrate on the spell as they begin to drift back towards you. And you want to grab one out of the air?
I want to point 2 of them, so the ladle and the flask, to start filling up this one and this one at the same time.
All right, very good. So all 4 objects kind of hover over and begin to pour slowly into those 2 holes.
Question: when you animate objects, do they grow little arms and legs and
They can do whatever you want, really.
Or do they just float in the air?
I have them just kind of float around, and they definitely they're dancing. But they also have right, so they can attack things and take damage as well for us, which is good.
Please animate a load of forks and then just use them as weapons to just stab people next time we're in a battle.
That would be super useful. Come on,
train with you and just.
There are 2 orbs if you'd like to move them into place.
Oh, perfect. Sorry, I'm too zoomed in. My apologies. those were happening simultaneously as well.
Yep. And as they do, the lines between them begin to fill up. Let's see. Zoom in here and connect the two. And when they do connect, let's do that. When they do connect, you see the center one that you had filled last round begins to slowly crystallize and turn into ice. The other two on either side are still liquid.
All right. So there's still 2 floating things that have catalyst and 2 that are empty now, right?
Yes.
All right. So I guess for the rest of my turn, I'd command the other 2 to go back and start pouring into those 2 end pieces the rest of the stuff to see where.
I'm going to say that casting the spell, moving them over there, and filling them, bringing them back, and pouring them simultaneously is probably about all you can do.
That's a lot
so
of
you've got the 4 empty containers floating in front of you.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to.
And I guess with my action, then I will, because we have 4 objects. We have a ladle, we have a flask, we have a kettle, we have a pot, we have 2 tin cups. So I guess I will double fist the tin cups, and I will go and I will fill 2 things.
Are you proficient in dual wielding? No, I'm kidding.
Hey, if it's got coffee or tea or.
All right. So you run over to the well and fill both cups, rushing back. What would you like to do with them?
We lost him.
Thomas?
Proficient in cups.
Not proficient in cups.
Go ahead, I'm back.
Cups. Okay.
All right. Okay. So you fill both cups, rushing back over. What would you like to do with them?
Right? You want to just point them? I'll be there in a minute, but go ahead. I trust your decision.
Start pouring into that one and that one.
All right.
So can he reach both of those at the same time if he's standing over it?
I'll say that he's got enough movement. He can reach to one and reach to the other. That's fine.
Okay.
Let me move those over so that you can control them. Boop, boop. Doop, boop, boop, doop. Doop, boop. Okay, you can now control both of those. So you want them to go into the same ones?
Yeah, to start to overflow and see where that flows when it hits places.
Then just leave these up there. What I'm going to do is draw lines as it starts to connect.
Cool.
One flows to there.
Mm-hmm.
The other flows to about here. Ta-da! So the middle one is now ice.
Yep.
Oh.
All right. So that will be your turns. I'm gonna go back now.
Oh, and where did I fill?
You filled the same ones.
That one.
Oh, I just filled the same
you
ones.
Okay. You made the overflow by adding that in.
To make them extend a little bit more. Okay. Back over to the domes. It is now Lithobolia's turn. So, has it revealed? Let's see.
I wish I could bonus action move the dome and then just smash everything into the ground. Like an elevator going down.
Just repeat.
Yeah, just beat them every turn. Sadly, nope.
Not like a 9th level spell that does that.
Is there?
There's got to be Dome of Doom or something like that.
There was a gravity spell that did something like that. It was like an
reverse gravity.
Yeah, but you could like with it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, Lindell. You and 4 of your duplicates, not the one that's on the wall, and then Krampus and Safkeen. All of a sudden, you start to feel the pelting of hundreds of tiny pebbles that begin to grow and get larger, hail-sized rocks, baseball-sized, softball-sized rocks, swirling around in a tornado of darkness as they start to strike you. I am going to... This is an attack roll.
It is
Yes, this is an attack.
Oh, no.
because of the necklace of protection against fiends. One second. What does it
Mhm.
say? Does it say I can't be attacked, or it's just with disadvantage? Sorry, go ahead and roll. I'll let you know.
Okay. So, let's see here. That is a 15 plus 8, so 23 to hit.
What kind
All
of
of us?
damage is
Yeah, well, Krampus, Safkeen, and Lindell, and all the duplicates that Lindell has nearby.
What kind of damage is it?
Bludgeoning.
Oh.
Okay.
First of all, does
So-
23 hit?
Smack.
Oh wait, it's
Whatever,
one number.
anything.
Yeah, but it's one number for all of us. You don't have to roll against each of us.
No, because it's a storm ability, so no.
okay, yes, it hits Krampus.
Oh, that
So-
hurts.
Lindell's attack is made with disadvantage.
Uh, 18 on the second roll,
Dang.
so that's 26.
Can I
Or sorry, 23 still, because it's disadvantage. What's that?
use my reaction to try and smack some of the things away?
Because you're blinded, no.
Oh,
Fine. Let's get
So-
whacked.
I rolled a 12, and as long as if I have 3 duplicates, if I roll an 8 or higher, then the attack simply hits and destroys one of the duplicates, and
That's
I remain
correct.
unscathed.
All right, so you are down 1 duplicate. You now have 3 more, I believe.
2 more.
2 more on you, and then the one across the room, the mirror image. All right, and then Safkeen and Krampus are going to take damage.
yeah. Krampus is out.
No,
Let's-
Krampus can only take 3 points of damage.
It'll be 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, Krampus poofs.
Yeah,
But
so
now Krampus is back in the Feywild. So
that's right. So Krampus is gone.
open the door, Genevieve. Open the
Trying.
All right.
Here's
I'm
a
going to move
burning.
Krampus off the map here. I'll just hide that real quick. Put that back here. Okay. Krampus is gone. Safkeen, you took your 11 bludgeoning, and one of the duplicates is gone. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next, let's see.
We need to make like a
Lithobolia's gonna
psychic.
move.
Shoot, we need to make like a psychic link with Lithobolia.
Do
Some
that.
kind of tracking something would
I
be
know.
really nice.
I used to have Mind Spike. I should have put that on.
Ooh, that would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Or like True Seeing or something like that, but that's a 6th
Right.
level spell.
So,
Tree invisibility would be nice as well.
Hmm.
Lithobolia emerges from the side of the lowest platform,
Oh, you jerk.
right above Xavier.
Can I let loose?
Piercing gaze looking down at him.
Yeah.
You may let loose Xavier, but then you must roll a wisdom save, I believe.
But I get
or
to shoot him
charisma.
first.
Yes, you do.
I'm letting loose a witch bolt at maximum power.
Woo!
So
Actually, Lindell, Trevor would be able to go first. I don't know if he's in range to do anything.
Is he within 10 feet?
No.
Okay, then he can't
Okay.
use his reaction.
All right, so I'm going to take that
Ooh.
off. And Xavier would... Well, Safkeen would be next, but she's blinded. So, yeah. Okay, Xavier. Sorry about that.
I let loose. This is actually gonna be
With advantage because of sparkle.
That's right.
Yeah.
Lithobolia would still be sparkling.
well. I
Listen.
don't think I have to hit him. See, it says crackling beam of blue energy lances out toward a creature within range, forming a sustained arc of lightning between you and the target. Okay, a range spell attack against the creature. On a hit, the target takes... He's going to take 5d12 if I hit him. And I got a nat 20.
Very nice.
Do I do anything when I crit a spell? I don't think I've critted it.
Hey, you double the dice.
Double the dice.
Double
Double the
damage
dice? Well,
Yep,
he's going to
any
take...
damage dice you roll.
He's going to take 10d12 damage then.
Woo!
Whoa,
Woohoo!
shocking tongue.
Let's see. Do I have enough d12?
Well, here's what you do. So normally, how many dice do you roll for your Eldritch Blast?
5d12.
Or wait, are you Eldritch Blasting or which
No,
bolt?
this is Witch Bolt.
Which bolt? Okay, so what was the dice again?
5
Normal.
It's going to be 5d12.
Roll your 5d12. Just your 5d12.
Okay.
And then just double the number.
And then you double the numbers on the dice. You don't actually roll double the amount of dice.
I mean, he could if he had 10 d12s.
Nope.
Well, no, he can't
No.
because that gives him more of an opportunity to roll higher numbers. So it's not the same.
Yeah, it's double
Math.
the dice.
It has to be double of the rolls.
Double roll.
Does Lithobolia, when he comes out and appears, does he actually have eyes, like with a membrane?
Yeah, he's got 5 eyes. Well, no, more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Softy.
6, 7. 7 eyes.
Can you throw, like, a ninja star into one of his eyes?
I don't
then
have an...
I can cast
And then
locate
blinded
object.
metal?
No.
Right
Oh,
now,
okay.
because she's blinded, she has the same opportunity to throw it in her own eyes.
Oh no!
David,
Yeah.
I got 36, so he takes 70 points of damage.
Yay! 72 points.
72 points of force damage.
Lightning damage. Holy crap.
I can't remember if it's lightning or...
Or which bolt?
It
Is it
says
fire?
crackling blue energy lances out, forming a sustained arc.
It'll say like 1d8 or what 5d8 plus whatever
Lightning
blank
damage,
damage.
yeah.
Lightning damage.
specifically. All right, lightning damage. 72.
Awesome, thank you.
Oh, if I could jam something, if we could jam something in one of Lithobolia's eyes, I could cast locate object on it, and then just follow him around the room.
Uh,
But then you would lose
Yeah.
concentration on the dome.
Yeah, that dome. That's we got a dangerous thing going on there.
Just keep it contained. Just keep it concealed. Don't feel.
Concealed.
the
Yeah.
shock of damage encompasses its entire body that you can see emerging out of the rock wall and
Oh.
crackling bolts of electric energy that cover its entire form. It doesn't seem stunned by it, but it does do some damage.
Some damage.
As Xavier yells, "Unlimited power!"
Run away, Xavier! Run away!
And now, Xavier,
You're
I
like
am
6
going-
feet away.
and now Xavier, I'm going to need you to roll. As you gaze up at Lithobolia's eyes and it looks back at you, you are mesmerized by those 7
Oh,
glowing
fuck.
yellow orbs. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw.
That's correct.
That is bad, whatever it is.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Got
one of my good saves, I rolled a 5, but I have plus 7, so I got a 12.
A 12. All of a sudden, instead of Lithobolia up on the rock, now clinging to the side of the platform, you see a haggard, middle-aged man with a grizzly beard and tattered clothing, desperately trying to hang on to the side of the ledge as he grips the side of it, hanging there, looking
we
back
did
at
it!
you.
We got him we got Lithobolia out of the body.
He looks
think.
back at you and says, "Why? Why are you attacking me? Stop.
Oh!
Please protect me." and you feel compelled now to protect this individual.
Oh no!
Please tell me that was your last
You look
fuck
around
up.
yourself and
Please
like,
tell me that
why-
was your last fuck up.
why are we doing this now? We don't need to. He's not the enemy.
Oh no! That's
Don't
not what we
worry.
want to hear.
It's gonna come and punch your face in, Xavier, and snap you out of it.
Xavier, you will now do everything you can to protect this feeble man that is gripping for his life to the edge of this ledge. Okay?
Safkeen needs to come punch me in the arm or whatever it is.
Gotta hold up a bit.
Yeah, you're getting charmed, huh?
This is
Yeah,
happening
you're
like
now
4
considered
times
charmed.
now.
Let's see. Yeah, you're just charmed.
Shoot.
There's no saving throw.
Yeah.
Or there, I mean, you don't get to repeat the saving throw. You're just charmed. Okay, so that's how that's gonna go. Next up is Lithbolia's got some more movement. He's gonna merge
Oh my
back into the
gosh.
wall.
So the old man disappears?
Or only Xavier can see the old man, right?
Yes, only Xavier sees the old man.
But if Lithobolia is gone, the old man is gone. So then he has nothing to protect.
What's
The
up,
illusion
Uh,
is still there. Yep, the illusion of the old man is still there. Xavier does not see Lithobolia, he just sees the old. Right. Let's see here.
Question: when Lithobolia appeared, was it still soggy?
You didn't see. You were blinded.
Xavier, was Lithobolia still soggy?
you just
Wait.
screaming. You're screaming into the void.
Unfortunately, not your turn yet. Okay. Let's. All right. Next is the creatures. Let's see if they can do anything.
I'm concentrating real hard, DM. that is one strong
Yeah, they're
wall
gonna move out to the edges of the bubble.
more gonna pop out.
Kind of flanking, but not quite Frankie, because they're just
Oh.
on the other side of that force wall as they just kind of beat against the wall there. This one is going to fly up to the top of the dome and stay there. That's about all they can do. So they're just bashing on the surface of this force dome. Next up is Lindell.
Okay.
So you are completely blinded. You just see dark black.
Lindell is real tired of this nonsense. And she's going to, in like a very anime trope, she's going to clap her hands together and like hunch shoulders and everything. And there's just kind of of magical energy as she casts Dispel Magic on the darkness. And I'm assuming it's of 3rd level or lower.
What level do you want to do the dispel at?
I'm going to do it at 3rd level.
3rd level. Okay. Yeah. Immediately the darkness ends and you can all see again.
As the like,
But
it's just
Krampus
kind
is gone.
of shreds of
Yeah.
darkness that just kind of like fade into nothing as this emanation of magic comes off of her. Breathes. Breathe. Did anyone see what the where is it? I just need to touch it. Did anyone see it?
No,
Roll a
sorry.
perception check for me, Linda.
I don't. As my action or just because of the outburst?
Yeah, just because of the outburst. You're looking around.
Okay. 21!
You see Lithobolia
Oh.
is
Whoa!
on the other side of that platform, just kind of peeking its head out of the wall.
Okay. So, Trev, I just need to savor this moment for a minute. So I'm just gonna do all that I can to make sure. So, Trevor, so here I'm gonna let you decide because it's kind of wishy-washy for distance. But I want Trevor to get within 10 feet of Lithobolia and then to use its constrict attack. Because he has blind sight and he can see
5,
invisible
10.
things within 10 feet.
Arbok!
Can he get close enough? He has a movement speed of 30 feet on land.
30 feet puts him 10 feet below.
Well,
Okay,
then
so his
he can
range is
constrict
10
up?
feet.
So he can shoot up at him?
I'll tell you what. Yeah, you can move over there.
Yeah.
let's see. You move over
So,
right
like,
below
here?
Lithobolia. About right there. Lithobolia's head is poking out of the rock wall about 10 to 15 feet up. So you're going to have to extend and try and wrap around part of it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll let you do strength or dexterity. The DC's not tough.
Okay, strength. Well, my strength is +4.
Woohoo!
Let's try that.
He is a giant snake.
13?
Unfortunately, no. You go up the side of the rock wall and begin to wrap around Lithobolia, and it just pushes you off, and it slides back down the side of the rock wall, kind of
Okay.
like a spring, just kind of coiled down there, looking
That's
about 6 feet
fine.
away from it.
30. Yeah.
Lindell will, with great certainty and conviction, will
Oh, no.
run down the wall
Mhm.
up
Okay.
to Lithobolia.
Yep.
And as she's concentrating on her Dispel Evil and Good spell, the spell reads, Shimmering energy surrounds and protects you from fey undead creatures beyond the material plane. Fey and creatures from originating beyond the material plane. For the duration, Celestials and Elemental Fey, Fiends, and Undead have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. You can end the spell early by using either of the following special functions. Break Enchantment. As an action, you touch a creature you can reach that is charmed, frightened, or possessed by a Celestial, Elemental, Fey, Fiend, or an Undead. The creature you touch is no longer charmed, frightened, or possessed by such creatures. So Lindell's just gonna slow-mo
Yeah.
down the wall, and she's gonna reach out, touch Lithobolia, and with a burst of spring and energy, she's gonna break enchantment.
All right, very well.
See
So
if it
as
works.
you kind of just run vertically down this wall, picking up incredible speed, you almost get into a free fall as you reach forward, your fingers so close to the tip of one of this creature's horns as it begins to extend out. You see the snake wrap around it and fall down. Lithobolia begins to tilt the head upward as you grab the horn. Immediately, black smoke bursts into a cloud, swirling around you.
Cool.
You hit the platform, holding on in this whirlwind of smoke. The smoke travels upward, dissipating, and then forms a small sphere about 15 feet above in the center of the room, kind of these coiled worms of smoky material just frantically moving about. And in the place where Lithobolia once was, the figure of a man, tattered clothing, bruises, arm deformed, long in a tentacle that ends with these rock-like protrusions, all of a sudden limply just falls, tumbling down the slope of the wall and into the base of Trevor, lifeless.
Lifeless?
Oh dear.
We don't know for sure.
The black ball is still in the room. Can it not go through my force field back into the abyss? This is important for me.
The black ball of swirling energy is kind of up at the top of the lantern light right now, almost eye level with Soft Keen. Lithobolia's form is no longer in the room. Edit some stuff quick.
Also, did you notice there's a beautiful thing happening?
A beautiful thing?
Yeah, look at Lithobolia. It's wearing a clover.
Oh, the spiritual weapons just like flying around the room.
Lithoclovia.
Clovia.
Ah, it's gone.
Not finding any of my stuff. I need
Uh-oh.
an NPC token. Here's an NPC token. I just need a dude to put down there. Why is it so
Little.
hard? Here, I'll just use this one. Townsfolk. There he is. He's just kind of down there on the ground next to Trevor. Bloop. At the base of Trevor. All right, and then the black orby thing. Let's see if.
So, do we need to banish?
black
Or-
orby thing is
with a
up
bullet?
here. Okay.
That's like its spiritual essence. So, how do we get rid of it? How do we finish it off?
You need to pop it into something.
So Lindell, I think that's going to be your turn.
I have a bonus action.
Ooh,
Okay.
what's that? Run away.
So,
In something.
so does he land on Trevor? Does he land beside Trevor?
Kind of at the base of Trevor. Just up against
Okay.
the coil.
Where is my other duplicate? Okay, she's way too far away. That's fine. I would like to use my bonus action. Is my spiritual weapon within range of me? Like, could I jump onto it, or is it too far away?
It's still on top of the dome. So
Oh,
from
right.
that
So it's in the
perspective-
center of the room, not near the wall.
Right. So from that perspective, it'd be about 30 feet away from.
Okay. So I'm going to use my bonus action. Well, should I try healing word on him? Like, is he dead? Or... No, I used Dispel Magic as my action, so I can't cast another spell this turn.
The body is just
Go and
Ragdoll.
feel his pulse or something.
Oh, it seems quite lifeless. Okay, that's fine. We'll deal with that in a minute. I'm gonna use my I'm going to use my bonus action to move my spiritual weapon 20 feet in the direction of the body.
All right. So down
So
the side of the
however-
dome, you kind of have to go over the dome and down the side, but you make it to, I'd say, about 15 feet away.
Okay, so nearby the body. Okay.
Yep.
That is the end of my turn.
All right. So next up is going to be Safki.
Is that ball of thing still there?
Yes, you can see it floating in the center of the cavern, almost eye level to you.
I'll take care of Cat's husband. Just destroy whatever that is.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I want that. Don't punch it, Safkeen.
Punch the ghost! Punch the ghost!
I want to touch
do
it.
you
What
have
happened
a
to my
way to
hand? It's stuck in it.
I have a way to. I have a way to grab it, but I've got to drop that dome. You guys, you cannot hear
I'm
each other in
making
the
this-
chaos.
I'm here. We can
You
relive
guys
why
are
you
so
like-
far away from each other.
This ball of thing. I'm just gonna yell out into like.
I can see her arms going back and forth.
And I am going to jump off the thing and try and land next to Xavier. Yes, jump. But I have my
It's like a 30-foot drop.
I have my slow fall. Where's my?
Okay.
I can use my slow fall.
Okay, so you're going to use your slow fall ability and
it's
jump
it's a
down.
reaction. So I'm just gonna go.
Yep, you go straight down onto the ground there, slowly falling.
And then straight up to Xavier and reverse wrist grab him.
Oh, nice. Okay, so
Oh,
you're gonna do
Xavier.
your.
you're getting grappled, Xavier.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna spend your key points
That's
and try
exactly what I'm-
to end the effects. Let's see. So this is what, the second or third time you've done this, I think.
Yes,
That-
third.
I think to Xavier specifically.
Yeah,
my fault.
once to
Keeps
Lindell,
getting
maybe.
possessed by stuff.
It's not my fault.
Features and traits.
My mind is an open book, apparently.
It is.
Come on, me and be a closed
Lots of
book.
blank pages ready to write it.
You get charmed more than anybody else.
All right, so
me.
you're gonna
Yep.
do the wrist grab as an action.
Yes,
Your slow fall
it's a reaction.
is a reaction.
Me falling.
You can't use a reaction like that.
Even if I'm falling?
Yeah, reactions are to be done not on your turn, like an attack of opportunity, or if somebody pushes you off a ledge, you can use your reaction to slow fall.
Oh.
Fine.
Not a choice to.
Roll an acrobatics check for me, real quick.
What? Sorry?
Acrobatics.
17.
17. So you manage to land, but you do land hard. You land where you're supposed to, but you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall. But you are within range to do your wrist grab.
Okay.
All right. So using your action, before you make an unarmed strike, you can choose to spend 2 key points and target the wrist pressure point, possibly making. Oh, you're gonna do the reverse. I'm sorry. Reverse. 5 feet of the target. Wrist press.
Does she have to yell like Xena while she's doing it?
I mean, I probably will yell at you because that's what Safkeen does, but it's probably not part of it.
Okay, Safkeen, I'm going to tell you something. The way you have used it so far, you have not used it to end a charmed state. Only incapacitated, paralyzed, or stunned.
No, I used it to do with the Lithobolia before when he charmed Xavier and Xavier attacked me with an Eldritch Blast, and then I...
Yeah.
Wasn't that the mind?
Yeah, wasn't that what we did in the cave when someone else had or the rat queen or whatever?
The mind flayer.
Yeah, the mind flayer. That's what she did.
That was
to...
incapacitated, I think.
Gotcha.
No.
I used it with Lithobolia before.
I
when
thought
he
its
charmed him.
ability was not a charm ability. I thought it was an incapacitate ability that let them mind control you.
And that wasn't charmed?
I have to double check because the way I wrote it was just to end incapacitated, paralyzed, or stunned. I think that was
David,
on purpose.
Your tone is making the dog cry.
Okay.
I know,
It's
right?
okay.
'Cause
Hermione's
this
like,
game-
oh,
She's
I
like,
know.
What?
This game is very hard to track.
I
let's
know.
keep
Working
track
very
of.
hard,
You did a good
sweetie.
job.
It's okay.
It's
And
okay.
Working hard.
I cut my little napping off. I still love you.
She's not used to David sounding serious. It's okay. He's not mad.
We're trying to protect a basement. Just tell the dog.
Yes. Yeah. She loves basement.
Yeah, see?
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Lindell. Expelled? Is that what you called it? Expelled Lithobolia?
Spectorate.
Well, the action is called break enchantment.
Oh, okay.
But I exercised him basically.
Exercising.
I should have said the power of Christ compels you, or the power of freedom compels you.
You need to
Stop
work
it.
on
Opportunity.
your lexism thing.
By my
I
leave.
will allow it, Safkeen.
Allow it.
I will allow it. I
Missed
went back and looked
opportunity.
at the Mind Flayer's abilities, and it does jive with Charmed
Okay.
as well. I'll need to update this, but since this is only it's going to be kind of a high DC, so go ahead
this
and
Third time I've
give
used
it
it, so I'm not not that proficient with it. Okay. What do I have to do?
Yep. Okay, so Xavier, this is going to be a con save. She has reached out and touched your pressure point. You are trying to pull yourself out of the stupor. She is making a link with your subconscious that is trapped in the stupor state. But it's you that has to do the work to get out.
Okay.
Yell at him.
Con saving
Hey,
throw. The
again?
DC is a little bit higher than usual.
But what
I'm
was
gonna
the
yell at him as well.
Constitution.
What?
If you don't get out of this, I'm gonna burn you alive.
I don't have a real good chance. I have a +2.
Man,
14, 16?
16 is exactly what you needed.
Oh
You
my
managed
God.
to pull yourself out of the charm
Oh
state.
my
So,
God.
Safin, go ahead and remove the 2 key points. And
Yeah.
Xavier, you are back.
Woo!
Thank you, Soft Keen. I was
Alright.
not myself.
You should be going through that a lot.
Again.
Maybe I should teach you how to meditate or something, and it will
So-
help you.
Because
You guys are very
I need
lucky
something.
because next up is you, Auburnell.
Why is
You're
that lucky?
lucky that the turn order worked out like this. That's all I'm saying.
David,
Unless it fails, and then we're dead.
David.
So
Yeah.
I have a new ghost trap.
Yeah,
Is the force wall still up?
force wall's still up.
Oh yeah.
And the
I've-
only things that are in the force wall are the creepy monsters, right?
There's 3 months.
Yeah, there's 3
And
monsters
the rest
right
of
now.
us are all outside the force
Yes,
wall.
that is correct.
Okay.
But my
I have
guess is
to.
she's about to drop it.
I have to ask. Yeah, I'm about to. I'm definitely about to drop
Here we
it.
go.
I gotta ask the DM a question though off the mic.
Very quickly, I do need Lindell to roll a concentration check.
Oh no! Dispel.
Because-
As soon as I use the break enchantment, that
Well,
ends dispel
just-
evil and good.
Oh, okay. All right.
That
Very good.
ends the spell. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Got it.
Okay, DM, I gotta ask you a question. Pull off your
Yes.
pull off your headset for a second.
Secret whispers. Secret
Gonna try to charm
whispers. So what do we?
One of those amulets of protection from mental intrusions. I can't remember what it's
I like
called.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is our
DM
next goal? Is our next goal kill the things, or is our next goal seal the rip? What is our next goal?
Your
I
next
think
goal
we
is
should-
hope that you, Auburnell, is
Find-
successful.
Good goal.
The DM.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys plan a little bit. Take 5 minutes. I really need to use the bathroom, so I'll be
Go use the
right
bathroom.
back.
Thank God. I
Okay,
have to
okay,
use
okay, okay, okay.
So, I'll be right back too.
Okay.
So Seda, just like what are you thinking about, Seda?
Okay. So
Like,
the DM first off is a dirty liar as he walks down the stairs. Okay. So I did not, because I asked him, I said, so are Lindell and I doing the same thing? Like, we both trying to get this thing out? And he said, yeah, but once it's out, it's going to quickly pass through the rift. And so I thought, I had no idea it was going to be a physical object in the room. So I am going to try. I have my homebrewed necromancy cantrip. And so I'm going to try and create a mental psychic link with it. And then I'm going to try and
To
grab
feed it to Ordog?
Yes, I want to grab it. That's mine.
Oh
Don't
my-
touch. But because
oh
of
God.
this, okay, so even the language that's in my cantrip, which I don't think was written for specifically for Lithobolia, but it says that I have to hold this to keep it from possessing someone else, which means I think that anybody's up for possession right now. Just so you guys know.
Oh. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So
It makes
it's just,
sense. If it possessed one thing, it could possess another thing.
yeah.
Mhm.
But now I'm afraid if that's what's keeping it out of the rift, my force, as soon as I drop that force thing, if I'm not successful, it might just go through the rift. I'm not sure.
And be gone. Well, that's okay
And be
too.
gone.
Like if it's just
Yeah.
gone, then it's gone and whatever.
Right, but then
No,
we've
but
got
then
to
it
close
can
the
come
rift.
back.
How do we close the? Okay, here, you guys. What
Once we
closes a
close
rift?
the rift,
How do we close
we
the
need
rift?
dispel magic.
You have to dispel the rift. That's why you two are in there.
Oh, I've got
Yeah,
this.
go to the other
can,
one.
because we can cast dispel magic. So we were on
Okay.
exercise and seal, and everyone else was damage, and
Okay.
protect.
So we both.
What
So then, Lindell, you need to work once that drops, and you've got dispel magic. This turn, I'm gonna try and grab this orb with my brain. So can you try to close the rift?
Well, here's the thing: I can't close the rift if the dome is still up. So my goal at the moment,
It's gonna
I
drop.
just saw Cat's husband, and I know Revivify has a 1 minute time limit. So if it'll work, my goal is
Yeah.
Revivify to like bring him back to life at the moment, and then my next goal is once the dome is
Right.
gone, then yes, dispel magic the rift.
Because my cantrip, even though it's a cantrip, is concentration. David wrote this up.
Oh,
And much like Sofkeen's her little pressure points, it's really hard. David doesn't write easy cantrips. Yeah, he's like, so we're gonna say.
I don't think we
Can
should
you
try
like
and
empower it with a spell
let
slot?
him go into the rift. So if the force field's the only thing that's keeping him out with going into the abyss, we need to close
But
that
he
thing
can.
first. And then,
Oh, but
and
nobody
then
can pass
try and
through,
grab him.
Safkeen.
But if you drop it and then
You're
dispel
saying
magic,
you're saying we should dispel magic before trying to catch the ball.
yeah.
I gotta
So
try.
there's-
But the very fact that David said we were lucky that I was up next, I think I'm supposed to use this. Like if I
Yeah.
don't use this
Well,
cantrip, my
And the thing is like, even if I wanted to, I can't dispel magic through the forest wall.
right,
Yeah.
it's gotta drop. Yeah.
Okay.
Down.
But that means Jenny, that means you and Kit, you guys are all out running and fight shit.
Yeah,
Fight
I'm
some
about to
demons.
release an evil zoo on you guys. You're
Yeah,
fine.
that's-
Everybody's fine. You love
What's
fighting
happening?
stuff.
What do those weird things do?
To fight the baddies.
There you go.
The only reason we're on this team.
Dang, but
That's
that
awesome.
Lindell, that means I don't know if the DM means for me to drop it and dispel magic or to drop it and exercise.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you can,
that-
because I don't know, I would drop it in exercise. I feel like that's fun.
Yeah,
Right?
and
Like,
I
why the
really,
fuck not? Like,
and she really wants this. Yeah, I want this. I'm gonna try.
That makes a little.
so what happens if you successfully use your cantrip? What happens if you successfully connect with it or whatever?
Okay, so it takes 2 rounds, first off. So the first round is just for me to mentally link with it.
Mhm.
And then it gets a saving throw at the beginning of next round. And if it fails, so it gets 2 saving throws.
Oh, okay.
It's exercised and it shows its true form. So I don't know if this has a third
Oh,
form.
this is its true form. This gotta be its true form. It's already
Right?
been exercised. Right?
So what I want to do is I really want to make a mental link with it, but then I want to cast Dance Macabre and suck it into a body. So that's what we're gonna do. I want to keep it.
Body will be able to act.
Dance Macabre, though, I'm in control of those bodies. It would be under my command.
All right, let's get back into it. So, you, Abernell, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. Well,
We support you. Whatever you decide.
okay. I hope you remember the rules of this cantrip, David. You's gonna. Oh, this is not with my spellcasting. She has to push up her sleeves, and she has a squirming, like kind of newish, moving tattoo on her forearm that she's gonna hold on to, and stare at that ball and try to create a mental link with that swirling demon through the rite of exorcism. And I guess
Which is important. Is this the true form?
we get a chance to find out. But as this happens, right now that force wall is gone. The wall of force falls.
You
You guys are now in there with a bunch of ugly stuff, and the swirling mass has to do a wisdom saving throw.
All right, hang on.
Oh no, wait. You wrote attack save wisdom 12. So is it an attack or a save? Do I roll or does it roll?
Let me look at the ability real quick. Rite of exorcism. Okay, so you're using your action. You're using one of your uses, one of your 3 uses. It has to be within 60 feet. It's close. Yeah, it's within 60 feet. Verbal and somatic component. Okay. It is a wisdom saving throw, DC 12, I believe. Let me see
Yeah.
what your saving.
Yep.
You know what? Let's go with your spell save DC is 16. That's probably a little bit better. Okay.
Well, you wrote that later. Your DC spell save.
Yeah. It should be whatever your spell save is.
Oh, okay.
Which is better? It's 16.
Yeah.
Charge range is possessed.
So she's just looking real greedy at the edge of this opening. And there's just purple magic just like falling out of her eyes.
A little bit of
Bubble
froth or drool.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a question.
I'm also real mad about Krampus. What?
Oh.
So, the rite of exorcism
Yeah.
is used on a creature that is currently possessed. Okay?
Okay.
I know you're trying to do something new. So,
Yeah.
using your tattoo, what are you actually trying to do? Because it's already been jettisoned from its host.
Right. I want that psychic link. I want to psychically link with it, which is the first line of the spell.
Psychically link with it.
Yes.
And if you do successfully create that psychic link, you would be able to pull it from a host, but you're trying to use it in the opposite?
I want to pull it into a host.
Into a host. So you are effectively trying to possess something.
Yes!
But it seems to me that if it possesses it, somehow it would. It seems like you'd be fighting for control over.
I've got a bag of bones that I dug up last night. Well, okay. Because Dance Macabre,
All right,
where
I'm
the
gonna roll.
threads of dark power leap from my fingers to pierce into the corpses, is pulling souls up into the corpses. So I just want to pull that down into the
Sadist
corpse.
Stearns.
No, what'd you roll? Natural 20?
I rolled a 17.
Oh,
And
I
it's-
failed.
Its wisdom is +0, so it's a 17.
Oh, it's still
So-
bad.
You grip your tattoo and point towards the orb up in the top of the dome, and you begin to feel its presence, almost like a ball in your hand, and you try to manipulate it and pull it towards yourself, forming that psychic link with it, but it resists. You are
Damn.
holding your tattoo and your spell, and you are fighting with it. It has failed this round.
I know. I get 2 more chances, but now you guys
Okay.
are just gotta.
But you're on it, okay?
Okay. Bonus action. Bloop. I'm gonna Misty Step up here. I want to be eye level with that thing while they're fighting stuff down there.
Okay.
Because I can use a cantrip and a bonus action to.
Misty Step. Okay. Let me see something. Hang on a second, because this might affect.
What, me moving?
Yeah.
Go to a different plane when you do it.
Yep. Since you're going to a different plane, you lose the connection you had with
Oh.
your tattoo. When you Misty Step back, you'll have to recast it.
I thought you didn't. I thought I was unsuccessful anyway.
You were, but you still had it, like, in your grasp.
Oh, well
I
then
wasn't
I
going to
won't.
make you perform a new action.
Then
But
I won't. I
Yeah,
won't
like-
Misty Step then. I didn't understand. I thought I failed.
Well- you wouldn't know that either.
Eh.
So you Misty Step, you Misty Step up, and you lose whatever you had on it, but you
After
can try
I Misty
again.
Step, do I feel at least like, oh fuck, that was the wrong move?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
for future
you
reference.
realize that you needed to maintain your line of sight with it.
Okay, new line of
Okay.
sight. Okay.
All right, very good. All right, so
Okay, I'm done.
you mark off your spell for Misty Step, and
did.
for your one use of your spell.
I did.
Okay,
Yep.
so you appear up there. Next up is going to be, let's see, layer action.
Man, what am I gonna do? Taking out those things. Let's see. Action.
Let me see if he can do this. Nope, no layer action. Xavier, you're up.
Woohoo! Hey! That's the first round, right? That they didn't roll enough?
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay. How far away is the first monster here?
5 feet. Wait, from you? Not from Frankie?
Nah, not from Frankie, from me. I'll do mine
5,
first.
10,
and then
15,
Frankie
20,
follow.
25, 30 feet.
Oh, so I can make it to it in a round.
Easily.
produce my
So that's
sword.
25 feet.
And then I go hack, and as I do, I'm using a bonus action to cause my sword to do banishment.
Very nice. Okay.
Oh, yeah!
All right. Go ahead and roll to attack.
16 and 21.
All right. Very nice. Both hit. So on the first strike, your banishment spell goes off. You hack off one of the tentacles and immediately, poof, it
Nice!
shimmers into a pink mist and is gone.
Woohoo!
Nice!
Kill it.
Very nice.
And then
So
Frankie.
short sword of banishment for the first time, I think.
Yeah, that's the first time I've gotten to use it effectively.
Very good.
Frankie's gonna bash the crap out of the other one.
All right. Go ahead and roll to attack with Frankie.
Let's see, extras, flesh golem. His attack, multi-attack, 2 slam attacks. That would be a 20 and a 22.
Both hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
And 2d8 plus 4. Frankie's gonna mess you up.
Heck yeah.
Both of them hit, so 16. 36 points of damage.
36 points of damage. Very nice. You sliced 3 of its tentacles off in one stroke. Just half of it lying on the floor, writhing, spewing out this ichor. It's still alive.
Okay.
All right.
And that's everything I can do.
All right. Next up is going to be Charles in the other room. Charles.
Bring out your pipe, Thomas.
All right. So this is round 4. Charles, Lafayette's going to keep concentrating on his casting. He's 4 out of 10 rounds into it, and you guys are working on that puzzle. So, Charles, you've just dumped the 2 cups of liquid into the puzzle, and Genevieve, you're there with your 4 containers as well, hovering in the air. What is the duration of animated objects?
1 minute.
1 minute. Very good. What would you like to do?
Charles?
Genevieve, you've got it here, right? You're much
I've got
better at puzzles than I am. And we both, share a look of, and I'm going to, wander. Of course, I'm going to light my pipe, because it's gone out by now. So, relight my pipe, and I'm going to wander over to where Lafayette is casting Magic Circle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, hey, Lafayette, how's it going?
It's going fine. I don't need any interruptions right now.
Oh, I think
As
you
he's
missed this
moving
spot
his
there.
hands around.
Oh, no, that one, you missed this. I think it go, and...
Will you please not interrupt me?
Sorry, I want to help. Yeah. Can I, as he's casting, and I'm, very much kind of, helping,
Mhm.
Can I, one of 2 things, either one, can I get a read on him, on his intent, or 2, and actually 2 is probably the more likely option that I'm trying to do, watch his casting of the spell, look at the patterns that he has cast so far, and just see if there's any sort of funny business going on.
Okay, so if you want funny business with his attitude, do Insight. If you want funniness with his spellcasting, do Arcana.
Let's see. Well, Arcana I have advantage on, so that's what I'm going to do right now.
Okay. Yep. discern the nature of what spell he's casting using the material, somatic, and verbal components he is.
So 19.
19. Let's see. Alright. Okay. You see that he is using holy water, powdered silver, and iron. Quite a bit of it in these pouches that he has that are kind of spread out as he's tracing symbols on the ground. And they start to dissolve with each new symbol that he traces onto the ground with these materials. And they kind of illuminate in an arcane energy. You would recognize this as the Magic Circle spell, but at a much higher level than you're able to cast.
Magic Circle.
I don't know if you're able to cast that actually, but if you are, it's at a much higher level.
Okay. So it's at least it's for sure a regular magic circle and not a reverse magic circle.
That you cannot discern. You can tell that it is a Magic Circle spell, but you cannot tell exactly what he is doing with the spell.
And in proximity to the doorway, where is it being cast?
He is pretty much just to the side of it. So from where he is, it should encompass the entire door frame of that center doorway.
Over here.
Okay. And to keep things
I think it's
out.
a 10-foot radius. Yeah, 10
Oh.
foot. Oh no, 10 foot by 10 foot cylinder. So he'd have to be right in front of the door.
Okay. I would like to, and you know what, while I'm doing this, I would like to as well inspect the door for any clues about how to solve the puzzle, any little like pictographs or runes or any constellations or anything like that. Oh, I think you missed a spot. Maybe you may. Oh no, I was wrong. Yeah.
You're trying to see if you recognize constellations and runes?
Well, yeah, just on the doorway, just inspecting the doorway to see if there's any sort of clues or indications. Or...
Are you going to feel with your hands or just look?
I'm going to get like within a foot.
Okay.
I
Perception
have
check,
special
please.
glasses that allow me to, if I'm investigating something within a foot, I can make an investigation check with an advantage.
Investigation. Okay.
wait, sorry.
Then yeah, if you're doing an investigation, go ahead and do that with advantage.
Okay, deal. That's what I'm doing. 17.
There are no symbols, carvings, etchings, runes, anything like that on the door frame. It's just a slab, post, and lintel design.
Nothing else. And there's nothing behind the door frame either.
No, it's right in the... It's against the rock wall.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll head back to Genevieve and I'll say to her, because that'd be my movement, like, Jared. And I'll just say to her, hey, Jen, it's definitely a magic circle, but it is a very, very, very powerful magic circle. It's a bit above my, how do you say, above my Tate, above my head. And I'm not so sure about him. He's kind of hard to read, but I didn't see any other clues on the door about what to do or whatnot. So maybe we just keep filling. Do you have any other ideas?
I think we should keep filling, but maybe you should stay by the door.
You mean like you want me to wait in the circle?
So you're not expelled from afterwards.
Well, that's fine. Plus, then I get to poke at Lafayette while he's doing his magic. I love pissing him off. It'd be good.
I could tell you.
He does not lose concentration.
Yeah. Okay, good. I didn't want to be like, yeah. I just want to make it a little difficult, just a little.
Hey, every time you pester him, it might go up a little.
like you know how when professors like see me after class, like that kind of, it might be good, it might be bad, but just enough to get some stress, like.
Right. He's
So
keeping
that, I
his
guess-
cool, and he's continuing the spell.
So that's my
Jen,
turn.
what would you like to do with your turn?
So I still want to send for a refill and then
Okay.
hang up those outer ones. And while they're doing that, can I inspect the ice ball to see if it looks like it's doing what it's supposed to?
I mean, you're touching the surface, tapping on it, I guess, and it's just ice. But the ones on either side of it are still liquid.
Okay. So I'm just going to get those figures just to keep filling in those outer two now so that those lines will keep going and filling out.
All right, go ahead and put the orbs where you'd like. You get 2 more.
Okay, I don't know where the lines are going yet. So it looks like the one for sure down here will get filled next, but for this one I'm waiting to see here as the water
To
goes
see
into
if it turns or not.
Yeah.
The water goes to that little crossroads and just stops there.
It stops. Okay. So then this one's the one that's I'm pouring water into this one and this one, so I'm assuming then it's filling down to here.
Sure. So you go ahead and you pour 2 containers into this lower dealy. And can you move it all the way down there?
Yep, but I was just waiting to see if the line fully went.
Okay. When it starts to overflow, it fills and completes this line.
Okay.
And then this circle right here turns to ice
Yes.
as well.
Sweet. Okay. So we're on the right
But you do
track.
not see water extending from any of the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bands, spokes coming from that one.
Okay.
Even though
You
you
have
filled it
4
enough to overflow.
So that's
okay.
2 of 4 cups used.
Yes, so you have 1 more.
Mm,
You can fill it and then fill it to overflowing. Or you can fill 2 if you'd like.
but this has not been filled over.
It has been filled to overflowing, but it's only overflowing in one direction,
Back where it came from.
connecting the 2 together, and then this one freezes.
All right, then. Looking for a second. Ooh, my brain is hurting. Maybe start with
You know-
this one.
Yeah, I would go with this one. Usually constellations, they have straight lines. You know, they don't go at angles.
Be
Mhm.
right back. Toilet.
Okay, so I'm gonna start filling up that one then.
Okay, go ahead and move the herb, and when you do, the water overflows, extending back and connecting the 2 here. And then this freezes over.
Okay, we're getting there. That's my turn.
Okay, very good. Let's go back to the action. It is now Lithobolia's turn.
No.
Wait, he doesn't get it.
Hopefully he's focused on me and not all of y'all.
That's
Guys, I have
a
to
very
run for
good
1
guess.
second. There's an announcement I've been told I have to watch on the news. So
Oh,
I'll be back
okay.
in just a second, okay?
Okay.
Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
It has
Okay.
Yes, you, Abernell, that was a very good guess. The orb begins to drift towards you.
He's gonna possess the exorcist.
Yes.
When it gets to about 5 feet in front, it turns into a column of serpentine smoke that then curls its way into all of your open orifices, trying to enter you.
Don't I have a wait. No, I have a ring. What's my ring do? What's my ring do?
Pulling up your character sheet. Hang on a
Can
second.
you possess an exorcist?
I have a
Is that-
ring of mind shielding.
You're immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts,
Nah,
determine
it's not
whether
it.
you're lying, know your alignment, or know
Nope.
your creature type. Creatures can
Not gonna help.
telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it. You can use an action to cause the ring to become invisible, blah, blah, blah. If you die while wearing it, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's see how this is going to work.
Is it a spell? Is he doing a spell?
It's an ability.
Oh, So I can't counterspell it.
That's interesting. Can you counterspell it?
I have counterspell, and I will use it.
No, you can't. You can't counterspell an ability. But because of your background and your
What are my reactions?
and other things about you that I'm not going to reveal yet, I need you to roll
This
a.
is not good.
Let's see, how do we want to do this? This is going to be charisma. I need you to roll a charisma saving throw with advantage.
Oh.
I have advantage on all saving throws
That's correct.
against spells.
Mhm.
Which is okay. That first one didn't count. It was correct. Okay.
The most effective is by taking.
Oh, still even with advantage, I just got a 12.
Oh.
You guys, I'm not charismatic. I'm not charismatic.
The smoke completely enters your body and fills your eyes with a black energy.
You guys, I'm
blink,
powerful. You're fucked.
you blink and your eyes become pink. A grin crosses Yu's face.
That's why we are these actions.
And she disappears, backing away from the edge.
Oh, okay.
Backing away from the edge of the lantern light.
Oh my god. Okay, Soft Keen, you go help you. I'll take on the monster.
I don't know if my abilities take away possession.
Lindell, can you fix that?
I can help, but goodness me.
Can we take your lantern at least?
Yes.
We kind of need to see her.
Oh.
Seda, I'm gonna
I
let you
hope you can't actually use my spell.
I'm gonna let you do something really fun. You are now the monster.
Oh.
You guys, I have strong spells. This is not good.
So Seda, if you want to log back in with the DM account, I will let you control the monster.
No.
This is going to be very fun.
Okay.
And guys, just to let you know, I've got to go here pretty soon.
Should we wait and have me be the monster when we come back?
I mean, it could be fun.
Well, I just mean if Xavier's got to go. Do you have to leave it like in 5 minutes at 6?
Yeah, I should, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
How close are we to this encounter being done? Like,
My dad's calling.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay. All right, so we can end right there, and we'll pick up next time
I'll call him.
with you, Abernell, possessed by a demon. Also, the creatures now are released, are free. There is a bat-like creature and the weird tentacly, toothy monster, and the portal is still there. In fact, the portal has gotten a little bit bigger than it was. Lindell, you still have your duplicates, and you guys will see what happens when we come back. We're going to start with the remainder of Lithobolia's turn when we come back, and then the monsters will go after that.
Oh my
Okay.
god. Okay.
No, just dispel the portal, and I'll deal with you.
And I'll take the
you
monsters.
okay with me?
I can deal with the
Yeah,
monster.
sure. Please get rid of that portal.
I'm gonna keep pouring water, guys. Just so.
I'm helping.
That's true. You are helping. All right,
So
guys. So we'll go ahead and pick up there next time. Thank you.
All right.
Is
Good night,
it?
everybody.
Ryan, what was the news?
Kenny just shut down all schools in Alberta. Over the past 24 hours, we've had some bringing it up to 56 in province now.
Jeez. Okay.
So we're
We're all
closed, which is probably for the best, but also it's outbreaking. That's all. So Kenny was on the news, and I got a thing like, please turn on the CC now so you can. Hang on.
Okay.
Oh, Seda's speaking, but not to us.
So
Oh no, sorry.
Our
Can you
There
hear
state
me now?
16K.
So I'm free all week if anyone wants to D&D.
Woo! Well, Illinois. I got a message while we were playing that Illinois is shutting all restaurants and bars.
What?
Wow.
No,
Wow.
JB has had it. Our governor is like not afraid to do really.
Wait, all restaurants?
It says all dine-in.
Dining. Okay.
Yeah,
Fast
restaurant-
food's still going to be
So
open.
all restaurants and bars in
No,
Illinois.
takeout and delivery only. You cannot dine in at any restaurant. It
But
says.
drive-throughs are probably still.
Yeah, probably drive-throughs probably okay.
And
Wow.
Starting on
Yeah.
Monday.
certain cities are shutting.
Yeah. He's
So
so
now-
mad. Apparently, you know how I told you there were those pictures of everybody shoved into O'Hare Airport, which is like the largest airport? Apparently, it caused major spread. And so now, probably Chicago's going to be like quarantined. Thanks,
Yeah.
O'Hare.
Yeah.
And yet, I'm not flying out of O'Hare to go to Japan, so.
When do you leave, by the way, Seda?
No, 1 week from tomorrow, next Monday.
Yeah.
I'm flying out of Minneapolis, though. So.
It's been contained, so
So they say that O'Hare is the reason